But of course, McDonald's said that in Israel said that they give 50% discount to all security and rescue forces that arrive independently amongst the branches. So that's why, amongst other chains as well, Starbucks and Disney are other big companies, other global companies that the pro-Palestine protesters are urging people to boycott, amongst other global chains around the country. But McDonald's is the only one so far that has seen protests of this scale.
And of course, Jack, as you say, concerns now that there could be copycat-style attacks in other McDonald's up and down the country. We saw Liverpool Street Station last night. A sit-in was held by pro-Palestinian protesters. There is this movement that is spreading across the country at the moment. And do you know who I feel sorry for in this, Jack, is not only the customers, who, of course, have mice running under their feet when they're trying to eat. It's minimum wage staff who, in that video that we were just sharing there, are trying to pick up these mice. I mean, it's not in their job description to do that. And then, of course, the mice as well. Do we know anything about the safety of these animals or what McDonald's does with them afterwards?
Well, we've not got the information as to, like you say, what happens to those mice. Certainly animal rights activists have come out and said how disgusted they are at the abuse of these animals and the abuse of the mice and the trauma that those mice, the animal rights campaigners say, are going through, having to go through this ordeal. Of course, not only being spray painted, but also, of course, then chucked on the floor in what seems to be, in the videos, quite a violent manner as they then shout slogans such as "Free Palestine." Of course, for many of the staff in the Star City McDonald's, the situation seemed to be able to be brought under control quite quickly. That was less of the case here last night, where the mice seemed to spread out across the floor, of course, as they were then released from that box. So you're right, staff having to pick them up and wait for, I guess, the police to arrive and to organise how to go forward from there. Of course, then the restaurants have to go through a deep sanitary clean to make sure, before they let any more customers in, there's no possible risk of contamination of any food and, of course, any surfaces around the McDonald's as well.